yeah. Hey, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Tu crois te ciao.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming. I really appreciate you coming tonight. My name is Rufaro. I'm many things, including a film producer. And tonight I'm going to try and take you through this screening and just be, helping you out as we go. What these guys did with this film was brilliant. It's not just a film, it's a great film. It's done Rotterdam Film Festival, Seattle. It's the first film to come out of Post Mugabe, by the way. Clap hands for us. This is a celebratory picture, Post Mugabe picture. But anyway, I won't take much of your time. Like what Thomas said, we're going to try and we will have a Q&A where you will be able to ask questions, whatever burning questions that you have about the film, and we'll talk more then. But in the meantime, we want to get to watch the film. I think that's what we came here for, isn't it? Great. So, is our projectionist ready? Can you see me?
Yes.
You ready, sir? Fantastic, top man. All right then, ladies and gentlemen, cook off. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I missed my chance. Life isn't fair.
The time starts now.
You man,
Don't be hip for nothing.
she's such a disappointment.
I think it's a good thing when people like you know their place.
So, we're looking for 16 chefs to take part in the new season of Battle of the Chefs, and this time there's a cash prize of $10,000.
You should enter, Mom. I really think you could win. Believe in yourself.
You go to school, you have big dreams. Next thing you know, you're selling dollar salsa to $5 hookers.
Okay, Anisu, this is your audition for the Battle of the Chefs.
For Mr. Thomas Biko and his team. I think we now all know that Egg Benedict doesn't cure hangovers. Yeah. It doesn't happen. Whilst the cast and no, not the cast. Some of the members of the cast are not here. So we've got the director of photography. Those visuals were fantastic, I thought.
Yeah, amazing.
Those pictures are clean. Seb is here, the director of photography. Let's give him a round. I was expecting Shingai and them to be here for this next part of this. So small question and answer we're going to do. So as the gentlemen are taking their seats, I'm just going to say a few words on behalf of the producer who couldn't be with us, Mr. George Agu. We've been through this journeys over and over. Thomas knows this. I mean, it's hard work to come up with something like this. It's not easy, but through collaboration, and I really want to thank the sponsors this evening. I want to thank Diaspora Cash Plan for making it possible. I want to thank Mukuru for making this possible. CMG Media, most importantly, Mr. Conrad Banza, please give him a round of applause. This is the man who did this kind of work. Steven Spielberg said, collaboration is what makes filmmaking an electrifying process. It is electrifying, but without collaboration, it never works. It's different from tennis, where you can just be hitting this thing on your own on the other side. You need people to work with in this business. If there's no people to work with, the collaboration between, this is some of the things that Joe wanted me to say. A very special collaboration between him, and they always say that he started as a handshake. Two people shaking hands and say, you know what, let's make this film. And then more hands came, Seb's hand came, another person's hand came, until today your hands came to work this film. So please continue to support Zimbabwe. This is not the last. We want to create a culture of where we'll be bringing you films from Zimbabwe from time to time in you know, auspicious, is it the right word, auspicious venues like this? You know? But hey, without further ado, I'm going to fire away. Questions? Anyone? I'll take the first one. Compliments? I don't know. Something. Yes, sir.
How long did it take to make the film from start to sort of finish?
So, so there were breaks in between. During season 2 of the real life TV show of Battle of the Chefs, I kind of had the concept and started working on the script at that point. And we wanted, at that stage, Seb was already on board, and we wanted to film immediately after the show ran that season. But unfortunately, the show itself lost the studio, and so we kind of put all the plans on hold. And then the following year, when the show was confirmed to go again, that's when we now kind of kicked into action properly. So there was kind of like a full year gap in between. I rewrote the script a couple of times, but not a lot happened at that stage. But once we started filming, the shoot was about, it was like four weeks, and then we had a couple of weeks off, and then 1 week of pickups. And then the original edit was about 10 weeks, but so all of this happened at the end of 2017. And then since then, like we've gone around and done a bunch of festivals, but more things have happened since then. The film's been cut a lot shorter, it's been regraded, and the fantastic Ryan Correa came on board and composed all of the music that really, drives the story and keeps the film moving. So now, I mean, we're talking about it. It's probably 2.5 years later, up to today, and this is the first time that this kind of final version of the film is now being screened, because it was kind of different and changing all along. But yeah, I don't know. Is that a good answer?
Yeah, that's good.
Anyone else? Yes, sir.
In 2019, where did you find a Mazda 323?
This is a very low budget movie. Okay. So that Mazda 323, that belonged to our sound recordist, and I came and patted him. This is not him. I came and patted him on the back on like the 3rd day of filming, and I said, "Dude, I really like your car. It really works for what I have in mind for the lead character." Because I don't know, I had in mind that Prince should be this kind of everyman character, and the everyman drives a Mazda 323. He doesn't drive a Chrysler. But even the combi that you see, that belonged to our gaffer, who did the lighting.
Our houses as well.
Our houses both feature in the film. The street outside my house several times. Yeah. It had to be close enough that we could run a power cable out of the plug so we could have some lighting. Yeah.
Does that answer your question, sir?
Hey, man.
I see a hand right in the back. There's a lady at the back, and then I'll come to the gentleman just in front of you. Yeah, shoot away.
Yes, I just wanted to find out where can one actually find or rather see the movie? And my second question is, to me it seemed like there was a bit of ad-libbing in there, because there were moments that I thought were very priceless and seemed like they weren't scripted. Is that the case or not?
Yeah. Oh, which moments? Which moments?
I'll point out one.
No, you don't have to. I think as a writer-director, you have to not be too precious about your words, as if I'm not some kind of auteur, right? I'm there to bring everyone together and make some amazing piece of art, but that doesn't happen without a whole bunch of artists coming together and each putting their worth into the project. So if something worked, I wasn't going to cut it out of the film. I mean, obviously, from my point of view, the actors, the actresses, they have to understand where the scene is going, and my job is kind of to keep in the back of my mind where the larger story is going. But then if it works, it works, and I wasn't going to, take that away. So I did allow the actors some free rein in terms of, if they wanted to add something in, I was, okay, cool, let's try it and see if it works. And that it doesn't mean it always works, That process can be a bit experimental, and you try something, and if it works, great. If it doesn't, okay, cool, let's go back to the script.
Yes, sir. Go on.
What do you think is next for the Zimbabwean film industry?
Ooh, that's such a wide question.
Sorry.
All right, can I try and help?
Yes.
I will try and help you with that. What is next with as far as Zimbabwean film is concerned is, first and foremost, we need to keep making film. That's what we're doing. So we'll keep making. But some of the strides that we've been trying to take is to get some form of order in terms of how films, how everything film in Zimbabwe is managed. I'm talking about film policy, all right? We're trying to advocate for some kind of policy where film gets recognized as a cultural tool. Yeah. All right, there was a hand. Who else was raising their hand? Yes, sir, the white shirt, yeah.
Yeah, so two parts. Did anyone ever say you resemble Quentin Tarantino a little bit? That's the first part. The second part is the soundtrack was beautiful.
Yeah.
So
Right.
to Ryan, can you just give us a little bit of explanation how you came together with the music and the soundtrack in your beautiful palace in Ibiza?
Thank you. I think the music is a very important conversation. As Thomas said, it kind of promotes or at least provides the emotional storyline underneath. And so what I've done is when I'm sort of called a scorer or a film scorer, I've composed music to literally fit the scenes. So you heard all the cooking scenes, there was a lot of classical action. So I created that. One of my best parts of this project actually is I love the part where Tom literally sat through the entire film and gave me a director's commentary, with tea breaks included. It was very funny watching him stir his coffee and whatever he was doing. So I need to understand the director's vision so that he can say, here, this is the emotion, this is what we're trying to convey, and that's what I did. But there are also, as you've picked up, a lot of great Zimbabwean musicians whose music is in, and Amy is actually here. Amy, where are you? Are you still here? If you can raise your hand. Because she was here earlier with her guitar in the back, you may have noticed her, so we had a beautiful voice in the movie. Oh, she's playing a gig, which is why she had the guitar. There you go. So we have a lot of musicians who have put music that's already in there. So my job, to answer Terence, was really fun, because that's what I love doing as a composer, is I sat down and I had the storyline, and it was great because we worked very fast. I think May, literally, is when I started on this project. And I was sending him files Wednesday afternoon. And you've just seen the final product now. So, again, budgets, Zimbabwean, go to making it happen. And that's kind of how it works in the big scenes as well, the big movies. They tend to be, in the morning of the release, they'll still be on the editing floor. So it's very normal. And so for me, as a composer, I really enjoy doing that. But that's basically how it works. Like, I need to know his vision and the emotional storyline, and then I present that, and we go back and forth, until we have something. Thank goodness he did like most of it. It was very easy for me, actually, because he already had music in there from libraries. So I could just follow what he was looking for, but really tailor fit it. And so that's how this has kind of ended up to what you've seen now.
You answered, sir? Go on, Lazy.
Before I ask my question, I just wanted to say thank you guys. You really make us proud as Zimbabweans, to watch a film like that. I really liked the technical was brilliant, the music, the picture quality was really brilliant as well. My question is, what were the challenges that you faced shooting in Zimbabwe? I could see at one point the lights went off. Well, what were the other challenges that you had?
Do you want to talk about the challenges you faced shooting in Zimbabwe?
The equipment was a challenge, definitely. We were shooting with lens that were from 1950, something like that. Yeah. But actually, it wasn't that challenging because we enjoy what we were doing, and that's all we wanted to do. It's just let's go out and make this movie. Maybe finance, yes, that was a big challenge because obviously we went to people and asked them to support us. And a lot of people were like, oh, I'm not too sure, this and that. And we were like, okay, fine, move on to the next one, move on to the next one. And at the end we were like, all right, as good Zimbabweans, we make a plan. And we did. There was not really a challenge. There was no really
Well, there was some.
Can't you see that I'm terrified? 'Cause falling in love also feels like falling down. But I'm putting all my trust in you, and I don't know what you're gonna do, but take my heart and just please don't throw it around.